Hello you guys! Here we go again with news about Elon Musk and his companies. As always, we're starting with Tesla. Tesla announced it's going to raise capital, $2.7 billion, partially by selling shares and partially by issuing convertible notes. Elon Musk showed interest in buying $25 million worth of shares. The market welcomed this news and Tesla shares went up. Tesla increased the price of the full self-driving option, as promised by Mr. Musk. Last month, Elon said that Teslas would now be appreciating assets, thanks to autopilot and the future taxi service program. He even said that he expects Tesla's market cap to increase to $500 billion. Keep in mind, it's $42 billion now. Initially, Musk said that the autopilot price will increase to $8,000, but so far it has grown from $5,000 to $6,000. Tesla has released two new features for cars produced after October 2016: lane departure avoidance and emergency lane departure avoidance. Features work regardless of autopilot being turned on or off. If the car is departing a lane and the driver does not have his turn signal on, the car will send a warning. This is called lane departure avoidance. If the driver does not respond and the autopilot is turned on, Tesla will slow down and turn the hazard lights on. If departing in the lane can lead to an accident, or if the car is close to the edge of the road, Tesla will return to its lane on its own. This is called emergency lane departure avoidance. It is enabled in all vehicles by default, while the regular lane departure avoidance can be turned on or off as desired. Tesla warned its employees about the potential consequences, like they could be fired or face criminal charges if they give out important information about the company. They were reminded that when they got the job, they signed an NDA and given examples of how it turned out for those employees who dared to violate this agreement. Tesla's global supply manager for battery metals reported that the company is facing a potential shortage of minerals used to make batteries. Tesla uses copper, nickel, lithium, and other minerals, and cobalt, but it's mainly mined in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, using child labor, and it's not sitting well with Musk. Tesla registered almost 40,000 VIN numbers for Model 3. Approximately 40% of them are all-wheel drive, 47% are international. In the last quarter, Tesla focused on international deliveries and now settled between producing cars for the local market and for export. Also know that with so many all-wheel drive versions, it is not surprising that the average cost of a Model 3 is $50,000, as announced at the conference call. Tesla opened orders for the right-hand drive Model 3 in the UK. Deliveries will begin in June. Not only those who pre-ordered the car are able to get one, anyone can configure their Model 3 on the Tesla website. The car starts at £38,000, but it is not clear yet whether the standard version will be available for purchase as an off-the-menu item. And here's something interesting. In April, Tesla sold around 12,000 cars in the United States, 98% more than a year ago. Plus, the company is responsible for 78% of EV sales. Tesla reduces monthly lease payments for Model 3. Previously, the cheapest version of the Model 3 cost $504 per month, plus an initial payment of $3,000. Now, the company has reduced monthly payments to $399, but increased the initial payment to $4,500. Not that long ago, EV buyers in Canada got the opportunity to take advantage of a new $5,000 federal incentive. The thing is, the base model should cost less than $45,000 and no more than $55,000 after options, which excludes Tesla Model 3 from the list. The standard version in Canada starts with $47,000. Tesla tried to find a way out of the situation and lowered the cost of the base Model 3 by $2,000, simultaneously adjusting range and locking it at 93 miles. At first, customers were happy, but it turned out it would be impossible to pay and unlock the battery. But who needs such an expensive car with such a small range? In fact, Tesla made it so that no one could buy the standard Model 3, but federal incentive is now available for the Standard Plus version, and it's definitely worth buying. How do you feel about that? Let's talk about this in the comments below. Tesla opened service centers in Iceland and Czech Republic. Before that, Tesla owners in these countries had to service their cars in neighboring countries or wait for rangers. Now they will be able to use their own service center, and the new owners will be getting their cars there. This is especially good for Iceland. Back in 2017, Tesla owners backed the company to open a service center there, and it finally happened. This can increase sales because owning an ICE car in Iceland is just wrong. Almost 100% of the energy Iceland gets from renewable sources, and gas is very expensive. The Chinese electric car rental company Shenma Zhuangche bought 3 billboards on Times Square in New York to express its disappointment in Tesla. 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri style. The company claims that 20% of the nearly 300 cars purchased don't work properly. According to them, Tesla's internal communication is ineffective, although employees have reported problems many times. According to the company, losses amounted to $965,000 in 45 days. Earlier, Tesla applied for exemption from a 25% tax for their Tesla Model 3 computer, all because this computer is made in China. Their application was rejected. And that's our usual update on the Gigafactory 3. Tesla Energy. Tesla plans to revive its energy business by achieving the lowest price per watt. After buying SolarCity and abandoning their sales model, Tesla's energy business is not doing that well. So Tesla announced it's reducing prices for its products. The cost per watt will be 38% less than the US average. Depending on the market, Tesla's clients can expect to pay $175 to $199 per watt. How did it happen? The company is going to simplify the process of ordering and purchasing their products. Previously, employees did site visits. Now, homeowners will photograph the equipment required to design the system. Solar panels will now be sold in increments of 4 kW. Green Mountain Power from Vermont, that has been working with Tesla for a long time, launched a new program. They plan to replace traditional meters with Powerwall and are buying 500 of them for their customers. SpaceX. The ISS power system was successfully restored and SpaceX was able to launch Falcon 9 with a cargo Dragon. But not before SpaceX fixed the generator on the platform. It was located just 12 miles from the launch site, the closest the platform's been in the entire SpaceX history. It all went well. NASA expects to use this booster at least one more time for another launch to the ISS and maybe even for the 3rd time after that, the CRS-19 mission. Another interesting thing is that this Dragon is the last ship made by SpaceX that has never been used before. The 5 remaining ships must complete the 8 remaining missions to the ISS. And that's it. Hope you like our videos. Hit that like button to let us know and subscribe to our channel. We'll be here next week.